So this is the start of the journey. I don't know how many hours I've been up, but I'm tired. Yeah, I can barely think. I need to go buy a phone and get a phone plan. So day 2 update. Did a lot today. I had to go buy a new phone because my phone doesn't work with the prepaid service plan people here. It took forever to find the ATM. I was walking around this shopping center and they were like, oh yeah, there's one in the metro whenever I'd ask someone, and there wasn't one in the metro. And then I'd ask someone in the metro, they'd be like, yeah, there's one in the shopping center. So I went back and forth like 3 times. I should have just sat down at 7-Eleven and found a different one on the Google Maps, which is what I ended up doing. So Wi-Fi is kind of a struggle, but at least now I have mobile data also. My train arrived in Sundsvall about an hour ago. We're here at the eastern start of the journey. Over there is an island. Past that island is the Gulf of Bothnia, which connects to the Baltic Sea. So I'm here at the Stavanger Pilgrim Center. I'm about to start the actual journey. I guess the walk from Sundsvall to here was part of the journey. It was pretty short though. So I'm starting the actual journey. This is a 13th century church. And then that's the Pilgrim Center. I got a meal there, one big meal before I set out. I don't know how many other meals I'll be buying at restaurants. And then right over there behind that little white building is a sign. That's where I got my first pilgrim stamp with the first checkpoint. So they had a little stamp to stamp the date, but it wasn't current, so I just wrote it on there. So yeah, here we go. So this is the first sign I've seen that shows the miles to Trondheim other than the start of the journey. 551 kilometers. So it's 6 o'clock. I'm just gonna hike a couple more kilometers until I get past the lake, because that's where the houses stop and there'll be forest that I can set up and sleep in. I'm definitely feeling sore. My left foot was hurting because of the pattern of how I move the walking sticks. I rest more weight on my left foot. That's probably gonna hurt tomorrow. My hips are gonna hurt tomorrow because of how heavy this pack is and now it sits on me. I met a German couple who walked with me to the Olavsleden, which is nice because I took a shortcut and I was scared of getting lost, but they helped me find it. And I just took a wrong turn about a few hundred meters ago. I went the wrong way like a kilometer and had to walk back, which wasn't fun. But they did less miles than me the first day and they seem more experienced than me. Hopefully I don't burn out, but I'm just gonna go as far as I need to today and stop. So day 1, 550K left. I found a spot just like 50 feet off the trail in the woods. I don't think this is someone's land. I heard gunfire, which is a little concerning, but I think I'll be okay. And then this is my camp. I set it up. I don't think it's gonna rain. It's kind of unnecessary, but it blends in all right. That's not necessarily what I'm going for. It's just kind of cool. And then I made a fire over there to cook my rice, which I've been soaking all day. I mixed it with anchovies, which was not good. I just had to scarf it down though for the calories tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a great first day. End of day 2 update. I'm in the Stode, but not in the town. I'm about 8 or 9 miles east of the town. I didn't hike as many miles as I should have today because last night I didn't sleep. The tarp set up. It could work if my head net worked better, but I don't have bug spray. I was getting eaten alive by bugs. It was horrible. It was like hell on earth. My legs are covered in mosquito bites now. They're not huge mosquito bites, but they're small, and there's like hundreds of them. I just packed up my stuff and started walking at 2 a.m. And I walked until about 9 a.m. I took a few breaks. I took an hour nap during that. I fell asleep next to the river, and I was super cold when I woke up. And then when I would stop to take a break, I was like falling asleep, standing up with my pack on. I was just like, I'm in no place to be walking right now. And I saw a sign for this, like a hostel that houses pilgrims called Gulsviken. So I called them. I was like, oh, I can pay with card. And they said, no, just cash. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to leave. I don't have cash. But then the lady was like, no, you can stay here. And I said, I want to pay you all. So they took me to the ATM. Yeah, it's been rough. It's going to be harder than I thought. I don't know how I'm going to deal with the mosquitoes. Yeah, it's pretty rough out here. It's a lot harder than I expected it would be. I figured, I get by okay without bug spray in the Carolinas, and they're the buggiest place in the country. Well, having thousands of mosquitoes everywhere, you need to protect yourself. And the tights I have that to like deal with cold and bugs, they help with the cold a little bit. They don't help with bugs. They bite right through them. But yeah, it's really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, I just gotta find some way to get rest in between, because I don't think I can afford to stay at places like this. So yeah, nothing's really gone as planned. It kind of sucks. Yeah, super long video, just kind of needed to vent. That's it. It's been a long day. It's raining now. I still have to walk 3 kilometers to my hostel. I've started staying in those more often. I'm probably going to be staying in those a lot because the tarp setup in the forest is rough. At the end of the day, I'll have done like 30 kilometers plus whatever I walk to get to the ATM. So now we have less than 500 kilometers to go. Let's go. Let's go.
Terrible lonely mountain. First real mountain I've seen on the horizon.
So I'm here at St. Olavsleden, the St. Olaf Spring, and it's over here. They built a little structure over the spring to keep stuff from falling into it. So this is a spring attributed to St. Olaf, that he either created on his journey to or from Russia. I can't remember. It's a very amazing experience to be here, and I feel very blessed. I feel very close to Christ and to St. Olaf at this place. So here's the spring. I'll go ahead and close it up. I got some water from there. I dipped my little prayer rope in the spring. I took a drink from it and filled up my water bottles from it. And this is St. Olaf's cauldron. It said that he made this for his horse to drink from it, I believe. I don't remember the exact story, but... And then here's a stone commemorating the spring and St. Olaf. And then I put my icons up here. I was going to venerate the icons here. So yeah, St. Olavsleden.
These are the first trolls I've seen. I was hoping to see some little trolls or gnomes because I saw them in the forest I was walking near Clemson.
I just took a turn. I thought the trail turned here, but actually it's just a shelter. I won't be staying here tonight. This would be a nice one. There's probably mosquitoes, but this would be nice. But I'm staying a lot further up the trail than here. But there's another Shala, St. Olaf's Spring. Get a good shot of it. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure these are wild blueberries. I picked some and put them in my hat, tucked it in my belt. I'm a little scared to try them on the off chance that I'm wrong, but I'm gonna do the trick of like putting some juice on your hand, and then waiting, and then putting a little bit on your mouth, and then waiting, and eventually eating a little bit.
I got a kind of a late start and I've stopped twice. I had to go to the bathroom and then I stopped at the St. Olaf Spring, filled up some water, because I've started to make the decision to not start out the day fully laden with water. I don't drink a ton of water. Maybe I should drink more, but anyway. So I tested these out. These are wild blueberries. So they're so much better than the store ones. They're smaller, but the juice is so rich, the juice is so dark. I accidentally squished some in my hat. I'll probably have to wash the hat out. Yeah, they're really good. Really savoring these. So right now I'm next to the highway. I just crossed into the province of Jämtland. So before this, I was in one province, Västernorrland, for most of it. I think this is the last province I'll be in Sweden. I'm super tired. I don't know how many miles I've done today, but I still have a couple more to go. I'm going to the Viking house looking St. Olaf's shelter for pilgrims. It's just like a cabin in the woods. I hope no one else is there. I don't know if I can take another sleepless night. We'll see how my mosquito tactics work this time. But I got this. It's been windy today. I have this to protect my forehead and ears on the wind. There's what looks like some kind of runestone or something there. Yeah, I'm gonna rest here. It's been brutal today. It only gets harder from here. I guess a lot of the sections aren't as long as this one. But I've kind of been feeling tired and homesick today because I've been putting in a lot of miles and it's hard. I hope I can finish, but it's tough, so.
So I'm taking another video near by the Jampland welcome sign that I just took one from. The path looked like it went over this river, and I was like, I can't ford the river, that's crazy. I got worried, but then I went back out to the road and said, I'll go over the bridge and walk over the river, and I did. So there were signs too. They don't want you to ford the river, which is good. But now I've officially walked over 100 kilometers because the route is 580 and there's 479 left to Trondheim. So I finally made it to the Viking shelter. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm glad the lady at the visitor center in Burzum told me that that I couldn't do 40 miles or 40 kilometers in a day, because she was right. I could barely do 23, 25, 27, whatever this was. I don't even know what I did today, but it was extremely difficult. I think I slept wrong on my neck last night, but there's something else wrong with that. I think I'm getting sick. I started to feel diarrhea coming on early in the day. I just held it in because I didn't want to stop again. I'm bloated. I just feel like crap. I think if I have the runs, it's because I left those sausages I was eating yesterday sit out too long. But I feel a little bit better now that I'm here in the shelter. I'm out of the wind. It's nice in here. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna sleep nice and long, and I have a short day tomorrow, and I'm staying in the Hotel Jakub in Bräcke, which is not super far. It's probably less than 20 kilometers. I'm just gonna take it slow and sleep long. But I don't know if I can finish this. So today's the day after I arrived at the Viking cabin. Didn't sleep very well. I think I was extremely dehydrated, and so I slept 12 hours, but my head was throbbing the whole time. It wasn't like deep sleep. And I woke up and I could barely move. I thought I was gonna have to call the authorities or something. So I drank some raw eggs, and I feel a bit better now. I'm still extremely tired, and my chest is kind of tight. I don't know what's going on with it, but if I start to feel really bad, I'll just call the authorities. I'm not looking forward to this last 9-mile hike today, but I'll just take it slow. I just wasn't cut out for this. I pushed myself too hard. So I'm staying at the Hotel Jakub tonight. I'm gonna take a train to Trondheim. So the journey's basically over. I was really upset last night, and I was like, the trip's another failure. But I mean, St. Olavsleden is kind of whatever you want it to be. No, I didn't walk the entire historic route, but I did a lot. I've walked more than I've ever walked before. Now it's basically time to go back home. Sitting outside the door of the Orthodox chapel in Stiklestad, consecrated to St. Olaf. This was the last thing that I kind of didn't know if I had the energy to do, but really it wasn't that bad. It was pretty simple. It was a nice walk. I'm just gonna walk back, and now I can say I don't have any regrets about the trip, and I don't know if there's anything else I'd want to do if I came back here.